Hello and welcome to Universe Facts. Today we are going to talk about top 10 fascinating facts you didn't know about Australia. The first things that come to mind when we think of Australia are man-eating crocodiles, deadly snakes, poisonous spiders, and the baking hot sun. We also imagine it to be a place full of rugged men fighting off deadly predators and having grand adventures in the outback. However, there is much more to Australia than what we learned from watching Crocodile Dundee. Join us as we take a journey through the land down under. So here are top 10 fascinating facts you did not know about Australia. Number 10. The Australian most famous logo, coat of arms, features two endemic animals, an emu and a kangaroo, both of which can only move forward, which is widely considered a symbol of progress and represents the notion that the country is never going backwards. Number 9 fascinating fact about Australia in the list is that not everything will kill you. It's one of those long-running jokes and stereotypes that everything in Australia is poisonous, and that's just not true. Although the country does have more than its fair share of venomous creatures. For example, spiders are the major concern among deadly Australian animals. However, the venom of many common Australian spiders is not considered to be very toxic to humans, and records indicate there have been no deaths from a spider bite since 1981. Number 8. Australia is only slightly smaller than the US when you compare the land size of Australia versus the land size of the contiguous 48 states. Australia is only slightly smaller at 7.692 square kilometers. Many people think of Australia as a small country, but really the only thing small is the 23.13 million population compared to the massive land size. Number 7. Australia is one of the wealthiest and safest nations in the world, so it's no surprise that people fleeing torture and genocide try to get there. In 2012, 15,000 people sought asylum in Australia. These are not illegal immigrants, arriving in a country without documentation in order to seek refugee status is legal under both Australian and international law. Of these asylum seekers, 90% arrive by plane, and the government is cool with them. But the other 10% take the perilous journey from Indonesia in dangerous, unseaworthy boats which frequently sink on the way. What does Australia do with these boat arrivals? Some of the most vulnerable people in the world. Mandatory, indefinite detention, that is prison. Top 6 amazing facts about Australia is that they eat kangaroo. That's right, Australia makes use of the large populations of this native macropod. Not everyone in the country enjoys roo, but kangaroo meat is widely available in supermarkets, local butchers, and even appears on restaurant menus. It's a low-fat red meat considered to be a healthier alternative to beef and lamb. Number 5 fact about Australia is that there are over 200 languages spoken in Australia, including 45 different indigenous languages. The most popular ones spoken after English are Italian, Greek, Cantonese, Arabic, Vietnamese, and Mandarin. Number 4. Indigenous Australians, including Aboriginal Australians and Torres Strait Islanders, totaled 669,881, or about 3% of the population as of 2011. The Aboriginal language map of Australia shows a much different view of the country, being broken into many different regions based on language or tribal groups rather than the official states. Unlike in America, to refer to someone as black in Australia means that they are of Aboriginal heritage. With number 3 fascinating fact about Australia is that Australia was the second country in the world to give women the right to vote in 1902. This achievement can be attributed to the work of women's suffrage movement supporters like Lady Mary Elizabeth Windeyer and her daughter Margaret Windeyer. Number 2, more than 80% of the plants, mammals, reptiles and frogs found in Australia are unique to the country, continent and are not found elsewhere in the world. Some of the most well-known species of endemic animals include the koala, kangaroo, dingo, echidna, platypus, wallaby and wombat. Top 1 fascinating facts about Australia is, the Maori man. One of the many mysteries of Australia, an enormous depiction of an indigenous man carved in the desert. The drawing is over 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles, long and has been a boon for tourism ever since it was noticed, well over a decade ago. The strangest part is that no one knows who is responsible for the drawing, or how and why they put so much effort into it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to Universe Facts.